It's really hard to find someone when they don't want to be found.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like, you'd think it would be kind of easy nowadays. Just go, yeah, who made the game? Cool, I'll just look it up. Yeah, bing, bang, bong, do it.
Yeah.
But it's like, if people want to be hidden, they can.
Yeah.
Finding Users is one of the most amazing and groundbreaking web series ever produced in this country. It is a comedy investigation series about a video game that may or may not have been created by a cult. If you type the word ascend, something freaking wild happens.
The game gives you this real hidden message.
Congratulations. You have proven yourself to be an open-minded and curious thinker. We must apologize, but the game you were playing up until this point was a front. The following is a thought exercise. This exercise may or may not be restricted to this software. You will not be timed. You may begin now. Welcome to your ascension.
I think this one presented itself really quickly, I'd say. Once we found a connection into our real world, we were just like, oh, okay, we're feeling that pull, it's drawing us in.
I did my little Facebook search to find out if I had any mutual friends with our lead suspect. And I saw that Mark Bonanno from Auntie Donna was a mutual friend. And so I messaged Mark and said, do you want to be in our new show? And he said, definitely. And then about 2 weeks later, he said, maybe we could produce it for you. And we went, yeah, actually, that would be better.
That would be really handy,
that would actually be great.
Will you? Yeah, of course.
We do a lot of research before we kick off these things. But I would say, because it's documentary, no matter how much you plan, you are surprised at every single step of the way. And there'll be so many revelations that you don't ever anticipate. And I think that's what we love the most, is it gives us this chance to construct and find a narrative in real life with reality as the canvas.
We had about an 11-day shoot window. And the freedom with podcasting is that you have literally up until the hour before you're going to upload it to finish it. Obviously that doesn't happen with film, but I think the benefits of doing it the way that we did it with film is that everyone is on such a heightened state of we need to get this thing finished that things just happen. This one I found on 4chan.
Oh, God.
Which is a wonderful website.
It's not wonderful.
Everyone should check out.
It's one of the scarier places to go online.
Children of all ages, check out 4chan.
Well, we started doing these kind of mystery investigation comedy hybrid shows as podcasts for the ABC. We started with Finding Drago, which is...
It's a podcast about the two of us searching for the elusive writer of a bit of a Rocky IV fan fiction, an illegal book, essentially. And spoilers, but we found the guy who did it.
We solved that mystery. And then we followed it up with Finding Desperado, which once again, we're trying to find an elusive person out there in the world who we believed was the culprit of a fraudulent Guinness World Records for world's youngest filmmaker called Lord Sidney Ling. And you better believe it, we tracked him down too. We're pretty good at solving these things.
Well, that's what we figured out, is that we thought we were just comedians, and then it turns out we're actually very serious investigative journalists.
Yes, critically acclaimed investigative journalists, documentarians, if you will.
Alexi and I both dropped out of journalism degrees at certain points in our life.
I did it twice.
He dropped out twice. I only dropped out the once, which means I'm more or less shit than you. What does that mean?
Well, I guess I did the same course pretty much twice. So I got the basics down, really down.
Yeah, but I think there's always been a journalistic instinct when we look for stories. It's not just about what's the leading, entry point. It's often how far does it go? How deep does the rabbit hole go? And we do a little bit of digging at first to sort of see what's interesting, but this one just kept on going.
I think the biggest challenge with this web series was are we going to solve this mystery?
Oh, yeah.
Really, because this
Big
was
time.
a big unsolved mystery on the internet. Lots of really smart, intelligent investigators online, some super sleuths, have really tried to pull this one apart and really get to a conclusion. And we felt a bit of pressure going, well, what if we don't? We have ideas of what we could do if we don't get to the end. But I think that pressure and the pressure of more eyes getting onto us and the criticism of people going like, well, these guys didn't solve it either. That really got to us. I think that was our big challenge that we set ourselves was, we've solved a couple of mysteries where no one else has ever tried to solve it. No one's even discovered that these were mysteries. And this time we're putting our skills to the test on an actual big mystery that no one's been able to crack.
And found nothing.
Oh.
I mean, if you were a young comedy fan and you were sitting at home on your computer, opening up the laptop, you go to youtube.com, you go to the Grouse House channel, you find Finding Yeezers.
Episode 6, I watched the ending.
What do you feel?
Oh, I felt a moment of wonder. I think I would love an audience to find wonder because we find something that's special in things that people probably would consider insignificant, And I think that's what we really like. We like to find these strange and idiosyncratic stories out there in the real world and celebrate them and cherish them and then share them with the world and kind of, shine a light on these really different types of creativity. That was a nice answer.
That was really good.
Oh my gosh. Is that rude?
We have quite a few ideas for future investigations.
And we have an extensive Google document that we share between us.
Yes, and it is public. I don't know how to lock it, so I really hope people don't find it.
Don't search for it. Don't search for what you imagine the title of a web document between two of us will be called.
And there's a lot of ideas. We don't know exactly what the next one will be, but we're hoping to go even bigger, even scarier, even
cooler,
possibly even sexier.
Yes.
And
that's our goal, to make something funny, sexy, and cool.
Yeah.